Hey everyone, we are back with another match here with the Curryvore's blue-white mid-range deck. So hope everyone had a nice week. We'll be here on the play, and on the play, I think we're just going to ship this hand. One land, 2 snaps, some expensive 4-drops, nothing really to snap back in the meantime, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a mulligan here. We have lands, we have a wall, and we have a Finks. Yeah. Seems alright. And we'll go ahead and put that to the bottom. Looking for some form of interaction here. Spire of Industry. Okay. So this could be any number of... Whoa. 6 charge counters. Remove a charge counter. Put a charge counter on target artifact. That is very, very interesting. So I'm now officially looking for a negate. I have no idea what our opponent is doing, but I'm terrified. So let's just shock in this fountain, get the wall down. We can use the Finks to make up the life. To another wall. Okay. Yeah, this is... We are treading in unfamiliar waters here. Detention Sphere, yep, seems about right. So I have to imagine that this is, unless it's just something that I've been out of the loop on for a little while, I have to imagine this is kind of an experimental build on our opponent's... Okay. Experimental build on our opponent's part. So, for each charge counter, alright. This is tap, right? Pay 1 and tap. Okay, seems a little slow, but they can make absurd amounts of mana, eventually. Yep. Charge up their cornucopia. 1 mana of that color. Okay. So they get 1 color for everything. We'll go ahead and pass here. I can't imagine they're going to play anything that's going to be relevant for us. Oh, okay. Core tapper, huh? So, I guess we'll just take a turn off here and get rid of that immediately. Okay. Whether that's better or worse for us, I'm not actually entirely sure. So I think at our next opportunity, we control 3 or more artifacts. Okay, at our next opportunity, we might try and get rid of this Inventor Sphere, just to prevent them from tutoring up some nonsense here, but they already have a Gilded Lotus in this cornucopia here. Alright. So I guess we've already lost. That's my guess. But I do want to see what's about to happen to us. I'm very intrigued. Hopefully it's something much more interesting than just like, I don't know, make like 40 mana and play a Walking Ballista. I'd be a little disappointed, not gonna lie. But I suppose that technically would get the job done. Okay. Demonic Tutor resolves. So, I am glad that I made that one little addendum to the list, and we at least have 1 Stony Silence in the sideboard. And this, I feel like, is just Modern in a nutshell. Each player draws a card. Interesting. Interesting. I'm very eager to see what they get here. So another core tapper, okay. Put some charge counters. Another Worldly Atlas. Each player draws a card for each charge counter on another Worldly Atlas, okay. I mean, considering they're about to draw 6 cards, we have to be dead. We have to be dead, but I want them to show me what they're going to do. Okay. Alright. We draw some cards, they draw some cards. How generous. If anyone knows what this deck is, I have never seen this before, so I don't know whether this is just artifact jank or whether this is something that is being played right now. So if you think you know what this is and you know what's going on, I would love for you to tell me all about it. Because as of right now, I'm just getting some first-hand experience. Are you gonna get Bane fired? Is that the win? Is that the win condition? So our opponent is definitely doing their thing. There's no way they fizzle, right? They have their deck in their hands. Are we gonna draw more cards, or I have to imagine the game's over, right? They can just show me the win condition, even if they just play an Emrakul. I mean, I'll scoop. What turn was this, though? How do I get that little chat thing back? Maybe I don't. I've angered it. That's not it. Okay, yep, there's the Banefire. Okay. So, let's get our Disdainful Stroke, Negate, Stony Silence. Sweepers seem horrible. Everything else seems reasonable. Let's see, I think we can trim a Wall of Omens. I think we're going to bring in Cataclysmic Gearhulk over something just because it makes them get rid of some of their artifacts, I guess. Maybe the Wall of Omens, they don't seem too great here. Maybe they're even better than... Or maybe the Angels are even better? I don't know. I feel like we just want to wrap this game up as quick as we can. Yeah, what turn was that? Turn 3. Alright. Modern is cool. Seen all kinds of decks never seen before. So we have a Vendilion Clique, but we have no way to... Alright, whatever. We'll go with this. Like I said, I have no idea. Still don't... I mean, I have an idea of what they're doing, but... We're gonna have to name a wizard with this. Cavern of Souls, I believe. Basic Mountain. Don't tell me they play Blood Moon on top of all that other nonsense. Colonnade. Now let's do that. Guess we don't have to name Wizard anymore, but it also doesn't really matter as much. So any 2-drop here, we're just going to go ahead and get with our Spell Snare. And then I guess run the Snap Spell Snare plan. Okay. These paths are probably also really bad. Now that I think on it a little bit. But I don't think we have all that much to bring in. So if they play another 2-drop, we'll snap the path. If they don't, we have no other way to interact. We'll flash in the Clique at the end of turn, of course. 3 mana, so I'm not doing anything with that. It's the Cornucopia. So that actually has a casting cost of 3, I guess, since while it's on the stack. So I think I'm going to click myself and bury this. Ancient Stirring Sun. We can always just bottom whatever they tutor up here. This Clique is going to have a long way to go. Paradox Engine, okay. At least the good news is we can click them this turn. If we draw another land and we don't snap the Snare, we can resto, blink the Clique. So yeah, we're formulating a plan here. Alright, I have no idea what kind of nonsense they might play, so we'll make this uncounterable, of course. No reason not to. Wildfire. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. So I don't really care about the Chalice. Let's see, what do they have? They have 4 mana here. You can play the Otherworld Atlas, but I don't think I care about that so much. Paradox Engine seems a little scary, but this is their interaction. I think we're going to bottom the Wildfire. That's a card that actually kind of kills us. Trying to debate whether I'm... Is this Chalice for... It's the Atlas, okay. That's fine. I don't feel threatened by that. Maybe I should. I don't know. So do we snap in? Or do we just flash in the snap here, or do we keep the Snare? This Core Tapper maybe... They're only 2-drop. I think we're flashing in the snap here. Especially if they start gaining life, this Inventor Sphere. Yes, leave. Just need to get them as dead as we can, as quickly as we can. So we're going to do this. I do feel like maybe we're suffering a little bit without having maybe the Wall of Omens to kind of draw through our deck here. A little stuck on lands. But I'm also going to play out this gentle creature. Even if they do wildfire us, it's on their hand. If they wildfire us, they won't be able to. Hopefully, we'll still get half of a Finks left over, so we can continue beating down. I would really, really like another another land for this Cryptic Command. Notably, it will have to be a land that taps for blue because of the life choices we've made. Is this an Anger of the Gods? That would be unfortunate. Alright. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents. Alright. They're doing it. Whatever it is. Drawing us some cards. Okay. So that does not give us the mana that we need. Opponent seems to be thinking about something. So we get in for 8 here. And then just keep up interaction, I guess. Flash in Resto at the end of turn if we need to finish them off, if they remove something. Alright. Need to gain 1 here from this. I briefly pondered blowing that up with our Field of Ruin, but I decided not to. I just didn't think it would make too much of a difference. Opponent could be digging for that. Okay, and there it is. So we cannot cast Cryptic Command. We can path our own Snapcaster, which I think we will do. Yeah. Path our own Snapcaster. Yes. And I guess we get a piece of blue mana. But it looks like, that's right, we sacrifice 4 lands as well. So our opponent doesn't have that much mana to work with here. So let's get these lands out of here. And get our Finks back on the board. And we're just going to keep the beatdown train rolling here. So our Finks is kind of coming through for us, alright. Drew a land. Although, actually now, with this result, I should have Field of Ruin the Inventor Sphere. That was a mistake. Their clock is going to be, or our clock has been drastically reduced. But we'll go ahead, play out the Strand, and flash in Snap on their end of turn, and hopefully finish them off. Opponent can't generate that much mana. They can draw a lot of cards. Ooh, they drew us into a Negate even. Ancient Stirrings. Not really sure what they can do, but I think I'm just going to negate that. gives them a little more time to do things, but yeah, I'm not crazy about them looking at 5 more cards. Okay, so they have a little bit of mana now. Yeah, drawing that Stony Silence would be sick. And by the looks of things, they have absolutely no out to that card. Alright, you get a core tapper. We're drawing a lot of cards here. We might still just be dead. Yeah, it looks like they're at the point where they can just start drawing again. So I have to imagine we're dead. $14 cards in hand, and they can make tons of mana and start charging up their other artifacts with this Surge node. So anyway, we didn't draw our sideboard cards, and at least none that we could cast. And this is a pretty wild ride we're being taken on here. So again, if any of you have seen this before, or maybe you're one of the scoundrels playing this, mention it in the comments down there. Help us all. Maybe even just tell us the name of this artifact-based monstrosity for starters, I guess. And then yeah, let us know what's going on here. Obviously, our game plan was play Stony Silence and negate relevant spells. So maybe negating the Stirrings was a mistake. But when they had so many cards in hand, I don't know. I feel like we were just dead. So yeah, if you have any comments, any information on this deck, I've never seen this before. So like I said, I don't know whether this is something that's been going around or whether this is just a rogue brew that we ran into. But yep, we did not draw the cards that we needed. We got very close. Here comes the Banefire. So, all right, there we go. Too bad we do not play Mindbreak Trap. That would have been fun. So our opponent blows us up and immediately flees the game. So yeah, again, if you know anything about this deck, leave a note in the comments there. See if we can learn a little bit more about this. Like I said, I'm very unfamiliar with this. Never seen it before, but it seems pretty sweet. And they did have a turn 3 win, I think, the first game. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys.